So today I figured I'd do a little video slash stream on control decks in general. First, I'm going to talk about a couple cards that I personally think are just insanely busted and should be in most, if not all, mid-range and control decks. And then I have recorded 5 games of control on ladder, one of each pantheon, and I will be commentating my gameplay and explaining some of my thoughts and decisions as to the plays that I made, as well as just synergies within the decks. So first, I want to start off with what I call the Control 9, and these are just 9 cards that I put into every single deck that I make. Double Chaos Spawn, double Chowfang, double Baboon, double Blade Master, and a Fire Giant. And my reasonings for these are as follows. Chaos Spawn is an insanely efficient and high value card. There are many threats in this current meta that need to be silenced between Sylvanas and Chowfangs, a Fenrir you cannot efficiently deal with, just anything that is causing you problems, Chowfang, just slam it down, silence it, you don't have to deal with it again. It's insanely efficient because if you silence a Sylvanas with it, you're basically paying 3 mana to deal 3 damage, removing the sapling, and summoning a 2/3, which is just insanely efficient. You can deal with brutes, you can chaos spawn a brute, and then trade a 1/1 into it after you crippling curse it. Still leaves a 2/3 on the board. It's just a good, efficient play. And you can even just play a tempo Chowfang against a more aggressive deck, even if you have to, just to get a body on the board to contest a cursed unit swarm. So I just think it's an all-around good card. The next card on the list is Chowfang. 4 mana, 3/5 immune melee. You don't really have to say much more than that. Melee is more than half the units in this game. This card just completely ignores them, can body block a brute off a stone, obviously bar a Bologna Blink, and it's a really good stat line. It reminds me a lot of old Medusa, which is 4 mana, 3/5, kill something with no return damage. Obviously she's 5 now, but it's basically the same thing for melee only. You can have 2 copies of it, not legendary. Amazing card. Baboon is the next card on the list, 6 mana, 3/7, guard. This card does so much. In aggro matchups, it's basically 6 mana, heal 7, kill 2 to 4 units. Obviously, that's bar a crippling curse. And silence obviously shuts this down from Chaos Spawn, but it's so good in stalling out against aggro decks, and it's really good in the mid-range and control matchups as well, because say there's a brute on the board, say there's something big that's threatening your stone, you slam a baboon out of range, it just shuts them down for a turn, they can't do anything. It has really sick transfusion value in Control China, and it's just all around a very efficient card. I think this card would be decent if it was melee only, but the fact that it's ranged just on top of the 6 mana 3/7 stat line is just absolutely crazy. Blade Master, another one of the most efficient cards in the game. 7 mana, deal 4, heal 3, leave a body. That's just insane value. And then the new Fire Giant is absolutely crazy too. You're dealing 4 damage, similar to Blade Master, so these 3 cards, you're basically using a chunk of your turn to deal 4 and leave something big on the board and get some other side effects with the heal and the cleave. But this card is just a monster, especially in Control Bologna. Like, you slam a Fire Giant that's unanswered, your opponent can't summon anything because you're just going to cleave 5. So these 9 cards are just absolutely insane. And they're just, I think you need these in like most decks in this meta. Like, there's no reason not to run these 9 cards in any mid-range or control deck, in my opinion. So enough about the cards, though. I'm not going to go into specific cards from any of the specific pantheons or decks. We'll get into that when we actually get into the games. So we're going to go into game 1. And I did these on ladder in order Monday or Tuesday, I want to say. And so it's just random opponents. Some are ranked not high, others are ranked higher. And I just went in order of my 5 decks from most confident to least confident. So first game, Control Odin against Control Ra. Got rid of charge off the mulligan. You don't really want it. You're looking for just your curve. And here you can see I have the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 curve of that. I can also coin the 4-drop, which I do here. So just assert dominance on the board with the immune melee. No reason to trade here. So, and this deck is just, I don't know, with control, it's all about just being patient. And I realize I say that as I coin a Chowfang, which isn't exactly patient, but it's just knowing when to use removal and when not to use removal is so important. And when to not overcommit to a board. So he last breathed that off. That's I mean, he got my coin with it, but I still think that's a win for me. He traded 1 for 1 with a card that could have traded 1 for 2 in a control-ish maybe matchup, so it's not too bad for me. Neath is scary here, but I don't remember what I do here. We'll find out. Yeah, Neath is scary, and I could, yeah, I just clear it with the Moonin and the Hero Power, so it's all just about stalling and waiting, and this deck does that. Obviously some of these games aren't going to be the best example of how the decks are, how the decks play out in like good matchups. Like this wasn't the greatest game to showcase this deck, but this was the first game I queued and the game I took, so this is what we're gonna watch. So here I was just scared of the Circuit because I was like, oh no, this thing poisons stones. I can't let that, like, I did not play this normally. I was like, oh, okay, we have to fire this, or else normally I would have probably played Scotty Hero Power, or maybe just a Hell in the back line, but I had to do that, or I could potentially lose the game, so took care of the Circuit. So Blade Master trade. It's fine. One thing that I think is really interesting is Hell Charge. Hero Power, kill that. Summon Scotty Duck. But yeah, one thing I think is really interesting is Charge in Control Nars, because depending on the unit you charge, Charge can get a ton of value. Like, Charge Hell initially seems like kind of like meh. Like, okay, 7 mana, give something +2/+2, summon Hell. But if you look at it from the perspective of that if you charge a Hell, you're playing a 2 mana Wind Demon with no drawback, it all of a sudden feels a lot better. So he Cata trades here, and I was actually kind of surprised. I didn't play around Cataclysm just because I'm not used to that card existing in general. But like I said, this is just me playing. I'm not perfect. So that was a bit of a misplay. But it is what it is. I think actually, I don't know what I do here. I might Hell Charge. Oh, wait, no. Okay, yeah. So I think I Hell Charge Hell Charge to kill the 2/2. Leave the Blade Master, and then I can just silence the Blade Master next turn. So, and at this point, like I said, some of these games are better than others. The first game wasn't that great. I was against a meh. It was an okay Ra, but like he didn't have anything that spectacular in his deck, and just fell pretty far behind once I Chaos Spawned his Blade Master and cleared it with Hell. But game 2 is against Namisel. That was pretty fun. Execute on my Hell. And then the last 3 games were against the same aggro Odin, who was like some rank 13, I want to say it was. He was 14 by the end of it. But some rank 13 aggro Odin who had a decent list and gave me a run for my money with my 3 weakest decks. So I chose to Blade Master and Anza's here as opposed to the Chaos Spawn, because I just didn't really have much of a play if I Chaos Spawn. I'm sitting on 6 mana. There's not much I'm going to do with 6 mana. Get the Blade Master out there. He slams it off, summons a Neath. Silence, play Hell, Hero Power. Yeah. So, like, and at this point, like, you're just waiting for your Mirror Charge, Fire Giant Charge. Like, Charge is just, I don't know, I feel like it's such a good charge, or such a good card. You can charge Hell, charge Fire Giant, charge Ymir, charge BDK. I only run one of with Ymir and BDK. 2 of with the others, but like it's so many good targets for it. It's so game changing. Plus you've got Thor with charge. Plus you've got Blade Master with charge. You have so many ways to interact with the board. The turn you summon something, and it's just really powerful for the style of deck. It gets a good last breath here. Actually, I was like, well, that's awkward. Push face for whatever. Actually, I think I ended up buffing a Scotty. I was debating whether I wanted to. No, I just pushed face damage. That was probably wrong. I don't know. Yeah. I probably should have buffed Scotty. But it is what it is. It's in the past. Yeah. I should have buffed Scotty there for sure. That was a misplay. But because phase damage is irrelevant, and having a 4/5 is like actually kind of good. I mean, I was sort of maybe kind of thinking along the lines of like bursting with Charge Fire Giant, or like just having lots of damage in hand between that and just being Norse. Thor's just having a lot of damage out of hand, but another Last Breath. So actually, it's actually because he double Last Breath, it's actually better that I pushed face. But like I'm not gonna sit here and say I was playing around double Last Breath when I went face with Hell. I was just like, face seems good. I don't know what I'm thinking about here. I guess I was keeping it out of range to make him. Okay. I don't know. I guess that's technically the right play, but like, yeah. The thanks was the Fire Giant charge. Just game over. Wait, oh. I did. Well, okay, that was a misplay. Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe. But, yeah. Fire Giant charge. Didn't think about that. So, here I just play the Fire Imps, clear off the 4/4, and it's basically game over at this point. Yeah, I could have been a little more efficient, but like, it seems pretty good. It worked. That's all that mattered. But at this point, he's got that. I'm checking for Scarab's Blessing. In my game against Nemesis, I misplayed so hard with Scarab's Blessing because I'm it doesn't show the animation anymore, and so that caused me a lot of problems. So yeah. So there's a brute, but crippling curse, Chao Feng. Boom. Clear. Face is the place. Put him to 10. He's got the Neath that I still can't deal with, but at this point, we're just in aggression mode of we're gonna kill him. Can't cleanly deal with the Fire Giant. That's gonna punch face for another 5. Threatening, actually not lethal, but I top deck it, I think. I believe I top deck lethal here. Could have maybe shot the 1/1 to try to not die, but even then it didn't matter because it's exactly lethal if the 1/1 wasn't there. So that is the control end game. Wasn't the greatest. Probably could have found a better example of it, but that's what I got. Game 2 was control Bologna. Like I said, I played these games in the order of confidence, from most confident to least confident. So I went out and done Bologna. This was against Namasil with his Raw. Get rid of the Fire Giant, keep everything else, because Chaos Spawn Team Speaker Giannis is just good. Turn 1, just blink it away. No reason to waste anything on this. Like it's a 1/2. It's gonna die to rain in a turn or two anyway. Plays another marksman. And here, I thought about blinking, and then I was like, actually, probably it's best to just rain, because looking at my curve, I'm just not going to get another chance to rain efficiently for a long time. So just take the rain, kill the turn 1 and 2 plays. Next turn, coin Giannis. So there's an on her, and coin Giannis pass. It's pretty simple. It takes an axe to the face, bye-bye, execute. I believe I enlist here. Actually, maybe I play BDK. I think I enlist. Yeah, enlist is the safer play. Enlist is less punished by removal. Sunder. Neath. And we just say Terra that. I just quick fired that. There wasn't really anything much else I can do. All the other cards in that hand are pretty dead against a Neath. Geb with the cleanse, and at this point I'm like, well, this is awkward. He backed away. I think he maybe should have shot my Terra there. Yeah, obviously he didn't have global range, but still just taking the Terra to 2 to set up to be cleaned up by the Geb might have been good. But that was a pretty quick fire. Silence that. I play the Merc here. I think in hindsight, Chao Feng might be the better play here. Actually, no. Punch first, trade the Merc. Yeah, no. This is the play. Provided the shot hits the Geb, that is. But it does. And the snipes are on point with the Neath too, dropping it to 2 health, so I'll take the trade on my Terra. Summon, I don't know what. Whatever it is, I think it just gets blink shackled. Yeah, I think it gets blink shackled. Maybe I do something with rain here. I'm not actually sure. It's at 2, but yeah, no, it gets shackled. I do something with rain next turn. Summon Chaofeng, trade. Pretty sure. Because that's, yeah, just counting and mathing and stuff. I take the 2/3 into 2/2, spawn the cats, kill a cat with the merc. I think I kill a cat with the merc. And summon Chaofeng out of range underneath. Summon it there. That's fine. Go trade. Now this is in range of his Chaofeng. Actually, and his Neath. So I think I actually don't. I just leave it there. I'm just like, wait, I can't step anywhere. Math is hard. So I just leave the merc there. No, I move it back one. Out of range of the second cat. I don't know. I think I probably could have just kept it there because the cats are going to trade into. I don't know. It's pretty irrelevant. So he's just chilling there with the shackled units. There's not really much he can do there, and just trying to outlast him at this point. Chaofeng's just honestly such a broken card. Like, he was good as a 4/3 immune melee, and health is generally more important than attack, especially for a unit that's immune to a type of damage. And yeah, 3/5 immune melee is just for 4. It's just a disgusting card when like most of the units in the game are melee. So he silences my Chaofeng. This sets up a blink bludgeon, maybe? I don't know what I do. No, I don't blink bludgeon. I blink him away and rain, maybe. I think I blink. Wait, blink rain second Chaofeng. I want to say is the play. Okay, rain blink. 6 to 1, half dozen to the other. Rain blink. Take that. Silence Chaofeng trade. Play the new Chaofeng. Punch. Trade. So here, at this point, I'm pretty much in charge of the match. He's got a Chaofeng. He bamboozles me with like, what's it called? Scarab's Blessing. Like, he throws me for a loop with that because like I missed the animation and like kill like a blade master or something, and it comes right back, and I was like, oh, awkward. I didn't play around that at all. But they just need to fix that. Like, obviously it's a bug, but it's kind of annoying. So at this point, I'm just trying to be aggressive and press my advantage on board. He's behind on card advantage. I've got immune melee. So here comes the Scarabs that I miss. And I'm like, okay, whatever. He takes the trade on the 3/3. And at this point, I'm just in face mode. Like, I don't have a way to deal with that Chaofeng. There's a Blade Master. Okay. So at this point, I'm in pretty aggressive mode. I get Nox on the BDK here, which is absolutely huge. I really enjoy Nox in this deck. It synergizes with BDK, synergizes with Chaofeng, just any of your units. And then you can just use it for a little burst of damage when you need it there. She pops out, and then she makes an amazing outmaneuver target. Because you can pop her back in your hand, deal the 6 damage, put her back into someone else. It's such a crazy synergistic card. Like, I really enjoy Nox in this deck that I'm running. So he just punches my BDK, and I've got 11 damage on board. I'm on off lethal. Then I just set him to 1. I don't know. I kill his. Okay, yeah, this is the funny misplay. Yeah, so I shackle his Chaofeng to my BDK, and then blink it away and bludgeon it to kill it. But I forget that it has Scarab's Blessing on it, and so like it just comes back as a 3/5. And that was me just not paying attention / the animation not being there. I was like, wait a minute. Oh. Oops. And it doesn't come back to bite me. Like, the game's over at this point, but yeah, there it is. But that's all there is to this game. There's not much else that happens. He Scares Blessings it again, and that's the game. So that's game 2. those are the games. They're both against slower raw decks. Now the next three games are all against aggro Odin, which is a whole different story, especially considering that I'm playing it with my three least confident decks, which are Ra, um, Zeus, and Nua. So here, toss everything back off the mall, but Fire Shards, Annihilation, Correction. And you have to keep that against noise. It's your one way to shut down a massive cursed unit swarm, which is what happens here. It's your one of your two ways to kill a Loki in stealth. You have to keep that off the mall. No reason not to. So just heal turn one. Not exactly a complicated turn. No question here. So he's gonna play Scotty here, and this is where Last Breath really shines, because it's such a value, or it's such an efficient way to kill off two minions that you otherwise wouldn't kill. And then, yeah, they push 3 face damage, but that's not too big a deal. But that just lets you survive into your later game. Because if I didn't have that, I wouldn't be able to kill either of those. Like, if I just had to pass this turn because I had nothing there, or if I, like, even a tempo chaos mod isn't even that great a play there in this situation. But if I just had to pass that turn, there's no way I win this game. But because I was able to stave off that rush and just get to my late game, I'm able to not die. So you curve Last Breath into Geb. I'm at 23 going into 5 mana turn. Yeah, he's got units on the board. I think he does like an 8 unit mayhem here or something like that, along with a crippling curse on my Geb. But it plays right into Fire Shards, so it works out for me there. Just, I don't know. Step 1 of control against aggro is find your AoE removal. Step 2 is heal yourself. Step 3 is actually use your AoE removal. Step 4 is find Baboon and Blade Master. And, I mean, this game, I found early removal with the Last Breath. I found the heal on curve. I found the AoE removal. So here he's just going to Crippling Curse, push. Yeah, that's 8. Push 8 to the stone, plus 5 more from melee units. So that dips me to 10, but it plays straight into the on-curve Fire Shards. Annihilation. And that's a full board wipe. And then from there, like, you've got Blade Master, you've got Baboon heal, you've got Isis as a curve, which is pretty good against an aggressive deck. So, just full board wiping in there. Thor Charge was an aggressive play. At this point, I'm like, okay, I'm scared now. I'm down to 6. But it's basically, against aggro, it's a struggle to stay alive. Against mid-range and other control decks, there's a lot more just kind of thought to it, as far as when to use removal, how to efficiently remove things, when to save things, etc. But in an aggro matchup, you're basically, like, you don't care about value. Value doesn't matter that much. You're just scrambling to not die, scrambling to live another turn, which is, what's happening here. So he plays Loki. And I would have had to Baboon, but I top decked Anubis, so as Nemesis says, I'm maybe the luckiest player alive, but I'll take my Anubis top deck when I can get it against an aggro deck when I'm playing Raw, so no complaints from me. Kill off the Loki, weave the heal in there. And the big thing against aggro too is once you get this late in the game as Raw, you have to start weaving in that hero power. If you just sit and play on curve normally, you're going to die to burst from hand. Frenzy here, so I dip to 2, and I'm like, well, okay, I'm in trouble. It's official. But you just have to heal every turn, because 1 health point is the difference between lethal and not lethal. So here I Baboon, heal, trade. And at this point, I'm just hoping he doesn't draw into either just direct damage with like a backstab or a Moonin, or that he doesn't draw into a Crippling Curse on my 3/7, plus then a hero power, plus some sort of damage. But here I can clear off the 2 melee warriors, and that just leaves the 2 archers that are out of range of the 3/7, so not in too bad a spot. I just basically have to hope he doesn't top deck something for 2 or 3 turns, and then this game's pretty much sealed because I'm healed up out of range. So, just, I don't know, control, Ra, New Zeus are kind of weird matchups against aggro right now, because all these decks are super greedy and super top heavy. Like, you guys have seen some of my lists and stuff through the Discord and stuff. I'm probably one of the greediest players around as far as, like, just the curve of my lists. Like, just auto including double Baboon, double Blade Master, Fire Giant is greedy enough, let alone all the big drops from each Pantheons, Anubis, Isis, etc. double Neaths, double Gebs. Like it's a very top heavy list with very little early game. But if you can just stall out and not die in the first 6 turns, you just absolutely take over the board. So here now, bar him having 4 face damage, he has to kill 2 baboons, because Isis Baboon is just a lot of health to burst through. So, I don't know. This deck is, all of these decks, I should say, are definitely teched more toward mid-range and control matchups, because in mid-range and control matchups, you're worried about 2 main things. Just total value and efficiency. So, like, there are tons of cards in these lists, and just in the game in general, that are very, very efficient. Crippling Curse, just to name one off the top of my head. And so that's why all these decks are just focused on having as much value and as much efficiency as possible, and as much disruption as possible in them. Against aggro, some of that goes out the window, because you're not so much worried about maximizing the value you get out of every turn. You just have one goal, don't die. But in mid-range matchups, that's where these decks really shine. So at this point, he's just like, nope, it's over, concede. So that's that. 2 games to go, and then we'll be done. We've got Nuwa, I want to say. It was the same dude. I did all 3 of these games in order. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I happened to hit this dude 3 times in a row. So, after I got Nam in the other row, the first 2 games. So this was, I don't know. Control Nuwa feels really weird after the Isis Hero Power nerf. And your swing turn's a lot slower, and you have to play a lot differently than you normally would. Like, I just can't make another blade here, because it falls so far behind on board. You have to just play it. Like here, I just had to play my Imp Archer to contest the 1-1, and it's going to get Crippling Cursed and traded. But even then, that's fine, because Crippling Cursed to Gauss, not even traded, and then Hero Power to keep the pressure up. But it's just, you have to play it so differently. Like, if you're playing on the coin, before you would Hero Power, then Imp Archer, coin, generate blade, triple blade, and then you're bursting 7 damage, 3 targeted, 4 random. But now that same swing turn with the coin is make a blade. It's make a blade turn 1, make a blade turn 2, then on turn 3, play Imp Archer, coin, double blade for 1 each, and you don't have that 3rd blade, so now you're only doing 5 damage, 2 targeted, 3 random. And yeah, that's still a decent swing turn, but it's just not as good. So here I just Chaos Spawn, make a blade, kill a 1/1. One thing I found, especially in the aggro matchup before, is because before you'd stockpile blades because you're waiting for Imp Archer turns, Ao Kwang in the mid-range mirror, Guan Yu, etc. Because like right now, if this was last patch, you just make a blade, not use it, next turn, Guan, blade, kill everything. But now you just have to play it a lot more, just like a mage Hero Power. Just Hero Power and ping it, because you can't really be affording to pay 3 mana over 2 turns to deal 1 damage. It's just way too slow. So it just changes how the deck's played a little bit. But I think Control Nuwa is still an okay deck. Here's a massive mayhem. But I still think Control Nuwa is an okay deck. It's just nowhere near the scary monster that it used to be. I think it's still decent. It's definitely not top 3 though. I don't know if it's 4 or 5. This Sun Wukong turn is really what turns around for me, because you get the triple kill on the 2/1s on the Thor. And now he's only threatening 3 damage next turn with a Hero Power, plus 4 mana, so I can slow it down a little in time to go Baboon into maybe Fire Giant. So Thor, so he pushes, actually no, he trades? No, he pushes face. Oh yeah, he Fatalis is here, that's why he coins. So yeah, so I'm now, like, almost dead. He pushes me to 4 here. So I don't know. It plays a lot slower than it used to do, both in the aggro matchup and in the mid and control matchups as well. It just feels a lot clunkier than what you're used to, but I still think it can work. So here I just slam the Baboon, punch the Thor, and hope he doesn't have Crippling Curse at this point, because Crippling Curse, I'm just dead. He's 1-off lethal with Crippling here. He doesn't have it, so it's all just about slowing the game down, and Baboon, removal spells. I run double Rushing Thunder in this deck too, just for the aggro matchup, because you can't afford to be saving blades against aggro for then a swing turn with Embarger. You have to just Rushing Thunder and hope you hit it when they hit their Curse Storm. And then at that point, if you do hit it, say there's Thunder. But that way, if you do hit it, yeah, you're probably going to win the game just by having that. But so here, didn't use the Rushing Thunder. No reason to. They're just going to all die to a Guan. Rushing Thunder, Crescent Blade turn next turn. So that bursts 3 damage to all. It's pretty solid. So that kills everything. That kills Loki. Actually, it doesn't. Loki still doesn't die if there's nothing on board, right, to go on. I don't think that changed with the patch. It wasn't in the patch notes anyway. It might have actually changed, but I don't know for sure off the top of my head about that. Actually, no, here. So here, instead of Rushing Thunder, because I only need to burst 3 damage on one target, I go Guan Transfusion. Crescent Blade. Full clears the board. Threatens 5 damage next turn. I mean, yeah, it's in range of like Blade Master hero power, but at this point, I'm at 4 health. I haven't found my one Changa. I cut the other one in lieu of one of the Rushing Thunders, and then I cut an Alkong to get the other Rushing Thunder in the deck. So this deck definitely lacks healing options. I have the second Transfusion, but there's no reason to use it here. I'm holding it. I could step the Baboon up and then use it the next turn to push 7 face, but don't want to play into Crippling Curse Blade Master lethal, so no real reason to. And at this point in the game, this is where you're just turning up the pressure. He was at full health a turn ago, 2 turns ago, and just 5 attack Guan into 5 attack Guan again plus the Imps into 8/8 Blade Master plus Guan. It's just a ton of burst. I don't know what his hand is right now, honestly. I mean, anything he plays dies to Fire Giant, Guan Cleave, but SGG, push face, and that's that game. So there's 4 games, and the final game was Greek. I think this is my least confident control deck just because of how bad the early game is. Yeah, it's got a lot of good stuff, and I mean, most of my control decks don't have some early game, but the early game that they do have is really good at stalling. So like Bologna, you've got Blink, you've got Rain of Arrows, you've got Mercury, just a lot of cards that just stall out the game, deal with little stuff. Greek really doesn't have that. They don't have any early drops that interact with the board. New Judgment card, alright, fancy. But, I don't know, so Greek just feels... I seriously debated coining Thingy here. I actually think I do coin Thingy. Yeah, I think I coin Chaos Spawn here, just to like... No, I just pass. Just kidding. But then I just play Tempo Chaos Spawn next turn. I wanted to save the coin because I really wanted... I don't know. Against aggro, and it depends on your hand, but against aggro, sometimes having the coin is just so necessary to be able to coin up to a key power turn. So either like coin Hades to body block something, coin Baboon on 5 just to not die, coin Blade Master on 7 to not die, coin Blade Master on 6, then into your second Blade Master on 7. Just, the coin's so good with this curve that I decided against using it here. Sometimes I do it. If he had Warriors, I probably would have done it, just because you can trade better into them with a 2/3. But coining with 2 archers on the board, a 2/3 melee, just isn't really what you're looking to do. So he plays Thor here. I just decided on curve, because there's no reason to overcommit anything to that. Trade into a 1/1 archer, get it off the board. Leave him with only 2 power, out of hand, 5 mana. So at this point, I'm just stalling to Blade Master, and you just coin Blade Master into Blade Master, restore some of that health, kill 2 units in the process, and then after that, you've got... So he Crippling Cursed the 2/3, or the 2/2. That was pretty bad. I would not have done that. I don't know if that lost him the game, but that was just... There's no reason for him to ever do that. Like, in no world is that the right line of play, but he did it. It is what it is. Well, and he just gets punished hard for it because Hades next turn. Like, he shouldn't have done that. Hades, Blade Master is the curve. Hades, Blade Master, Fire Giant. Backstab. So I'm a little scared because, like, Frenzy hurts me, but I actually coin Athena here just to negate that. I would head to Hades. I would head to Hades pass on that turn if I didn't top deck Athena. But top deck Athena saves me from Hero Power Frenzy being exactly lethal. He's still got a 1/1 on the board, but it's not too big a deal. There's a Loki in stealth. How do I deal with this thing? Oh yeah, Baboon, right. That's how I deal with Loki. So yeah, top decking Baboon, slam it in the corner out of range of Loki. He can trade with the Athena, but we don't really care about that. Baboon sits there, and then after this we've got Blade Master into Blade Master. I don't know. This deck is always going to have card advantage over aggro, but in an ideal world, you try to get card advantage over mid-range and other control decks as well, not just by drawing cards, because I don't run many draw cards in my decks, because fatigue is a very real option when you're playing a deck that's as defensive-oriented as these decks are. But just being more efficient than your opponent, just anywhere you can trade 1 for 2, anywhere you can get a value trade, just that's what this deck focuses on, is just getting value trades. So here, he's going to summon Rat, trade. I don't know why he trades it. Mayhem. I don't know what that was. Like I said, I'm not proclaiming that these opponents are like fabulous or anything. These are just the 5 ranked games I queued into. I think I shoot the 1/1. DSI Loki. Actually, maybe I Blade Master Loki. I think I Blade Master Loki just to get my health pool up. Yeah, get the health pool up. Get the body on the board. Yeah, it's a 4/1. Yeah, it'll die to a hero power, but save the DSI for something bigger and more awkward to deal with, like a Ymir or a Fenrir. Degaz. It's not too much of an issue for me. Hero power to kill the 3/1. And at this point, the game's just over because just so defensive oriented. I think about Aresing, and then I'm like, wait, Fire Giant? Yeah, so it's just a Fire Giant double trade. I don't care about the Sobek. It's not a threat. Could have Blade Mastered, but I'd rather get the cleave on the board eternally. And at this point, anything he summoned, like, this is where you just, the game's already over, because you've got the Fire Giant stuck. Anything he summons gets cleaved. The stone's immune. Like, you're sitting there. So, even though this was my least confident deck, this deck did a lot better against the same deck than my control, than my Nuwa or my Ra. That's the other leader, right? And, I mean, I don't know, just, obviously, it comes down to draws, his draws. He did some kind of dumb stuff this game. Like, he should not have Weakening Cursed the 2/2. That was just stupid, but even then, like, I don't understand that guard bubble. Like, it's massive. I'm really confused here. Because it's normally, like, just normal size, but I think it was where, like, I healed back up over the threshold, stone got bigger. It doesn't really matter. So, that's all I've got for you guys today. I figure, actually, if the game's actually working, I might queue some games. But, oh, someone challenged me. That's not supposed to be like that. Q? Oh. Okay. Sure. Most busted deck ever. So, I'll just read chat now. I don't have any chat, or I don't have any way to check chat while I'm streaming, so. It says I'm offline. Am I crazy? I don't know, whatever. But yeah. Here's chat. Hey, I got an opponent. Mindat. Nuwa. Sorry, the quality of this might be pretty bad. Like, those games, I think the quality was decent, but obviously, I was just watching a pre-recorded video. This is actually live client chewing through millions of CPU, so. That's a lot of silence in one opening hand. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, we got the Chaos Spawn back, and a Hell. Okay, Hero Power. Turn 1, Hero Power pass. No reason to, I mean, there's not any reason to coin anything. Coin Thor, yep. Here comes Coin Thor. Okay, so here, we're gonna go here. Coin Thor. Get the value trade. Now I got a 4/2 that threatens anything he summons, which is really good. 1 Imp Guard down. Next turn, looking to maybe moon in something. Wouldn't get a draw off of it, but even then, I'd rather trade Thor. I'm gonna trade Thor before I moon in, unless I have to moon in something. But next turn's probably just Hero Power pass, trade Thor, most likely. Into Hell on 5, into, I don't know what I'm gonna top deck into. Now, obviously, all this changes if I draw a Chowfinger or Scotty or something, but Stop tapping. I don't even know why I have my stream up. My stream is offline, so we're gonna close that. And it might be slowing my computer down. I don't know. I don't stream, but what happened here? Stuff's dead. Rushing Thunder. Hero Power, Killblade. Okay. Hero Power Pass. So yeah, I don't know. Control just plays super patiently. And you just, oh, okay. I don't, Munin's weird, because sometimes you want to draw with it, and other times you don't want to draw with it, just based on the matchup. Depending on who's going to hit fatigue sooner. Or if your opponent's drawn, then you can just Munin for draw if you really need it. But at this point, we've got card advantage right now. I don't have a lot of value in my hand, though. It's kind of, it could be better. But, Stone Guardian, 2, 2, 3, 4. That's in range. Scotty. 4. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Shouldn't this be like enemy feedbacking? Am I missing something? Because that's in range. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it doesn't work for Stone Guardian. But yeah, we'll play him here. And here, power, set it to 2. I don't know. I've got charges. Now we're just waiting for Ymir, BDK, Fire Giant. I've got Hell, so I can actually charge Hell and value trade here if he steps up. But, I mean, he probably shouldn't step up. Because, enemy feedback. So he's going to go hide in the corner. That's fine. I'll ignore that. He's going to play a Brute. Well. Okay, so we're going to do that. And that. Crippling Curse. Trade. Yeah, we'll trade. Doggo, step up. Hero power. Just starting to push the pressure on. Even Charge Baboon is like a decent play. If you need to kill a Stone Guardian or something in the back line, just boom, step up, trade. You can trade into any of these back 3 spots. So he's going to chunk that down. But dies next turn to... I might actually, speaking Baboon Charge, I might Baboon Charge it next turn. I can Hell Charge buff this if it lives, but I doubt this is going to live through 8 mana. I mean, he could. Second Stone Guardian, Blade, okay. Actually, I don't have enough mana for that. Hold on. I was about to silence Hell Charge, and then it's 8 mana turn, not 10. Okay. I think I will. I don't know what his range is, but I think I am going to Hell Charge. I could actually... Is there any way to track his range? I don't think there is. Unless, I mean, count the number of turns, but like... I don't know. Okay, so let's do that. Trade here. Misplayed. I could have pushed 2 damage. I'm garbage, but that's okay. I should have moved here, shot, and then it's okay. I'd cure Inked, but like 2k is a nice round number. And yeah, I don't know. I'm scared. Whatever. No shame. Harpy. Manifold? Dude, the Harpy Manifold synergy. Whoa. Okay, this thing is causing me problems. Okay. Baboon. Silence. This thing is causing way too many problems. Alright, Hell. Sure. Why not? Take a 5/9 Baboon. Hell is an insane card. I don't know how I feel about Hell. It's pretty strong, just in this deck and just in general. Like, 1/1, I'll admit, seemed kind of weak, but like 2/2 is just absolutely insane. I think it was fine at 1/1. I mean, you're getting a free Zeus hero power, which is still decent value, but as it is now, it's just silly. Like, you play Hell, you play a Chowfang charge, boom, 5/7 melee immune charge. Like, that's disgusting. On curve, 5 into 6. So he stepped up here, and like the game's probably over at this point, because like I can just trade freely into stuff with stuff. The 3 damage Manifold Blade, dude. I'm getting Beast Nuad. Okay, so Hell's dead. That's okay though. Oh! Habwa. Well. Fair enough. But we're gonna go boom. Play it back. hero power, trade, and pass. It's. I'll go damage. Do I want to use it? It's a beast. It's adoration. I think I'll hold the damage on it. No reason to waste it here. I mean, I could use it on the Stone Guardian, but there's no reason to. Stone Guardian's not going to do anything this turn. Blade Master that. Maybe damage him with that. Shoot that. Seems like a good play to me. I don't really want to kill this Argus, because like I don't care about card advantage, even though he's drawing cards. Oh, that's a Chaofeng. Hello. But even though he's got cards, I have carded. Oh, there's a Freya. Freya could be a play here. Nah, we're gonna hold Freya. No reason to Freya here. How am I dealing with this Chaofeng again? I didn't think that one out, but oh well. That's okay. The answer with how we're dealing with the Chaofeng is just we're not. I think it's actually worth to use the damage over here just to make him waste an attack to kill the 2/3. That's fine. I don't know. I think I've got this game pretty well handled. Freya Baboon Charge is not a shabby hand at all. Chaofeng's gonna probably double trade into the Blade Master. Imp Soldier, that dies to Freya. Chaofeng dies to Freya because he attacked there. Crescent Blade. So that dies to Freya, that dies to Freya. I guess I'll set that to 1. Oh, if that gets recalled then... Oh! Ho! Hello, Fury! That does not die to Freya. It will get banished and then die to Freya. Then die to Baboon, though. So, do that. Push face. Hero power. How much do I care about the 1/1? I don't know how I feel about the 1/1. Nah, we'll go face. We're feeling aggressive today. Face is the place. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 4. 9 plus 4 is 13. 14 damage next turn. 3 off lethal with Blade Master hero power. Face, 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 face. So, let's just play control-y. Shoot that. Trade that. Well, okay, not trade that. Trade that. This game's over. Oh, Thor. Okay, but whatever. Sure. I guess we'll Blade Master, because, you know, just pressure. Ah, wait, I'm an idiot. Well, concede? Nah. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen, and that I'm actually paying attention. That was not good. GG. But I guess I might as well just keep streaming for a bit. I'll upload the little talk about the 9 cards and the 5 games of commentation to YouTube, so you guys can watch that. Or if anyone missed it, they can go back and watch it. But this, I guess I'll just mess around with control decks. Yeah, let's play raw. Might as well. So. New ticker. That's me. OBS hasn't offed itself yet. So far, so good. So far, so good. It's unfortunate that we couldn't finish the tournament today, though. That was a little disappointing, but that's okay. Maybe we'll get an opponent. Dude, 7 whole viewers. Got the whole tactics community here. Sarcasm, obviously, but you know. That's okay. How's like frame rate and stuff at people? Yeah, no, my computer can't handle streaming and playing this game. That's part of why I didn't do it too much before when I was in school and college. I did it some, but like not much. Ra versus... Oh, look, an Odin. What do you know? What do you know? Geb, Chaos Spawn, Fire Giant. Keep Chaos Spawn Geb, because those are two key cards to your win condition. Toss Fire Giant. Draw Blade Master. Okay, we did it. We found the early game. 3-4. Wow. I don't think I can lose this. Famous last words. I'll die on turn 3. But that's one way to start a game. Having a 3-4-5 into Blade Master. Just find Baboon in the next 3 or 4 draws, and we'll just be golden. Hunter Sigil. I'm going to play this Chaos Spawn now, because I've got the 4-5 drop. I'm never going to play it any other time. I might as well play it now and trade into a 1-1 the next turn. Not going to get any more value out of it. Play it out of range, obviously. And sit there. I'll stop tapping to chat. Chat doesn't exist anyway. It's okay. You guys are chilling. So, next turn, you just slam Chaofeng in the front line, say, deal with this immune melee, please don't. I don't know, the good thing about Chaofeng is, it's just all these cards, they're all very defensive statted minions for their cost. Okay, Neath isn't, but we're never playing her ever this game. So, yeah, they're all really defensively statted. And so if a Chaofeng eats a Crippling Curse, that means a Geb can't eat it. And then the Geb eats the second Crippling Curse, and you're probably dead. But if you're not dead, then your Baboon can't eat the second Crippling Curse, so it's pretty good. Degaz. Am I gonna get like Mayhem too? I think I'm gonna get Mayhem. I'm not, I could be wrong. I don't know. Second Degaz. Wait, what is... I'm getting Mayhem tier. Coin... Coerce. Oh. That's happening. Okay, I'm fine with that. Ish. So both these random spawns spawned out of range, so that basically means he's lost the game, because it's just so much tempo loss. I'm gonna punch that. Yeah, he's got an archer. But, whatever. We're just gonna play this. Say deal with that. Chaofeng. This is actually a really sick card. Like, I just do the nuts this game. Chaos Spawn, Chaofeng, Geb, Gooby, Blade Master. I don't think I could have asked for a better draw. I mean, I probably could have, but like... Quite Chaofeng into Chaofeng into Geb, Gooby, Blade Master. But even there, the tempo, Chaos Spawn was enough to heal. Oh, there's a Steropes. Oh, and a Mayhem. Okay, maybe I don't actually survive this. Glad one more shot didn't hit, or that could have been bad. Do I heal me or the Chaofeng? I think I heal me. Yeah, no. Healing is their play. Chaofeng can die to Hero. Actually, he's immune melee. And he just moved out of range of everything? Okay, there's no way that was the right play. That was just wrong. But, oh well. Yeah, I'll play the Geb here to body block him off my stone. Yeah, he could Crippling Curse it, but it's not likely that he Crippling Curses it. Playing the rope game. This turn would have been actually really sick for him if one more... Oh, he's just... Alright, he moved out of range. I'm silly. Okay. Gonna go here. Punch that. Could kill the 2-1, but... Is it worth it? Nah. There's no reason to buff the Chaofeng. Because he still can't kill it. He still needs 1 damage to kill it. And, like... I don't know. I think Healing Face is the right play. Just to be safe. Doom Speaker is going to get rooted next turn. Chaofeng is going to... I guess he can kill my Geb here. He might play into Anubis, though. If he plays into Anubis with the 2-2, if he steps the 2-2 down instead of down 1 left 1, then... Wait. Oh. I mean... Okay. Fair enough. Yep. Sure. He just didn't attack. Well... I guess I'll do this then. Gooby, kill, kill, kill. Yeah, this game's over. I can't lose from here. Blade Master into Magma Slam Chowfang. Fate? Okay. Yeah, no, this game's over. There's no chance. I don't know. People, yeah, concede. GG. Rip. Belgium. Could stream Arena, but like, I don't even know. I don't even want to play Arena right now. I might just get off. I don't know. I'll play one more, at least. I feel like this would be a lot easier if I had two monitors, you know? So I could actually, like, have a chat, as opposed to, like, not a chat. Control Balloon is fun. It's a fun deck. Kenneth's Control Guide. That's me. Last game. I can't type game. That's awkward. Mute. I feel like this would be a lot easier. Oh, I got a game. Wait, no, I didn't. I'm crazy. I lied. I didn't get a game. I thought I got a game. Damn, get out of here. I don't want to play your 2 times Freya deck. I'm playing my tournament deck where I had to pass up like 4 Chowfangs and Blade Masters. Because I was like, I want another one! And then they were like, no, you can't have another one. But, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I had a 2. I've had a couple 2 Giannis arenas. I've never had a 2 Freya arena. I feel like if I had a 2 Freya arena, I just like 12-0 life. Like, that's actually insane, man. Like, I don't know. Double Freya. Yeah, someone come snipe me. I mean, I guess I could just, like, challenge someone, too, but... Yeah. That's actually insane. Like... Have you ever seen 3 of a legendary yet? Like, is that... Actually, wait, no, that's not true. Yeah, that is true. I had 3 Giannis once in Bologna. I didn't actually do that great on the run. It was only, like, 7 and 3 or so, I think. But, like, it was just funny, because I had Giannis on 5 almost every single game. Norse Rush is an 88% win rate. Want to play my control decks? But yeah. Maybe I'll get a match. I don't know. We're working on getting a match. Don't know how well it's gonna go, but the attempt is there. I don't know. I just feel like Control's in a really good spot in this game just because of like how crazy those 9 cards are. Like, they're all just so good. Like, I don't know why they thought Chaos Spawn was a good idea. Like, I think if he was a 3-3, he'd still be good. Maybe a 3-4. But, like, 3-5, like, that's... Below to mirror. Let's go. Maybe I'll actually have a game that's not just, like, scrambling against aggro. Actually, I'll toss Terra, I guess. Terra's a greedy keep here, but then again, Terra's so strong on 6 if you have a board. But I've also got Chowfang, which doesn't synergize that well with Terra. Inferno Cannon. Okay. Good luck. And go hide in the corner. I really like how consistent Bologna's early game is, just because your hero power is basically kind of like Freya Banish. I mean, yeah, he can blink it back, but like, I just actually... I don't know if I blink it back. No. Decrepit Bowman. Okay, fair enough. Gonna play a Chowfang in the back. He can blink it to here, but he can't blink it in range of the cannon, and if he blinks it up, then I can blink it at whatever he's on. He's gonna blank the cannon up, which is, that's okay. Shackle's a pretty weak card here. Bludgeon's okay, but like, oh, okay, so we got a Chaos Spawn. So now I'm gonna blink Shackle these 2 units together. I've got this, zoning this, so if he steps up I can trade, but I don't even really want to do that, because getting him 2-1-1 archers to kill my Chowfang isn't really what I want. I'll just ignore the 1-1. It doesn't matter, it's a 1-1. No one cares. I could just slam Giannis in the back line. Actually, That might be a better play than Blink Shackle. It demands... Oh, well that made shackling things a lot easier because that thing can't move. Maybe I will just Blink Shackle. I don't know. Yeah, because if I play Giannis here, it's gonna be bad because then he can just blink it into his stuff and trade. So I have to do that. And I guess I'll step up, but I won't trade because I don't. Yeah, he can. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with the Decrepit Bowman with just a Chaffing on board. Like, that's actually a really awkward turn. Like, even Chaos spawning that, if I had it here, well, it wouldn't have been a decent play because I had to do that. But, like, I don't know. It's. I'll give it to you. I don't know. I thought Bowman was pretty trash once I saw the nerf. But, like, at the same time, it can be kind of awkward to deal with. Just because giving someone 2/1/1s. But all you've got is a melee on the board is kind of. I'm just gonna. That's a weird blink. I'm still in range of. I mean, I don't, okay, whatever. Do that, and I just play on curve. Get the baboon out. It pretty much makes it so he can't summon anything melee with 3 or less. He can summon something, I guess, and blink me away, and then I still can't get in range. But if he blinks that, then I can't blink the traffic. Sylvanas, chat, Chaos Spawn. Where are you at, bro? I'd love a Chaos. Oh wait, no, that's his Chaos Spawn. Yeah, I haven't Chaos Spawned anything yet. I would like to find a Chaos Spawn, like, pretty soon. That's just a big unit, man. If I play something here, he can... If I play something in the corner, it's not in range of Sylvanas, but Sylva can reach anywhere else. Holy Blade Masters. Okay. Giannis. Hide in the corner. I mean... Sure. Face is the place. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, but at the same time, I've got double Blade Master Fire Giant in hand. And I've got a Giannis that's going to proc. Most likely, unless he... Yeah, Giannis is going to proc next turn. So I can actually push a lot of face damage here. I don't know. Sometimes I play too aggressively and, like, misplay. If aggro decks don't run Anzes or Chaos Spawn, they are doing it wrong. I don't know, man. I just think Chaos Spawn is an amazing card. Like, I think it should be running aggro. Well, this is going to be some good trades here, because we're just going to go trade and trade. I think. I really need to find a Chaos Spawn, either off my draw or his draw, but, like... I don't know. Terror or Chaofeng? That's actually a really tough decision, but considering that his ducks are in a row, I'm thinking the Terra might be the play. So we're gonna go Terra. Boom. I guess I'll just clear that and that. Leave the Sylvanas in hopes of finding, I don't know, one of my 2 silences. That'd be cool. But this hand is just so power packed right now, and this is where the whole value just really comes into play. This is like the first real value match I've had where it wasn't just me scrambling against an Odin to not die. But I don't really count the first draw game I showed you guys on stream, and then the game against Nemesis was close, but like I also kind of drew the nuts. So, but this is a pretty even game. But I really need a Chaos Spawn, man. He's out of range of Blank Bludgeon, but even then, like, Chaos Spawn Bludgeon just isn't... Actually, that's kind of a bad play. I don't know. I've got blink. I could blink the Terra over there. Rain of arrows. Double rain would be amazing here, but I don't have that either. Fire giant? I may be thinking fire giant double trade face face. Yeah, we're doing it. It's the most. I could have Blade Masters, but like trading two 2/1s is into a 4/4 is a lot better than trading a 4/7 into a 4/4 and not developing anything else. So boom, boom. No reason to trade that. Face is the place. Thanks to my Twitch. Just for that, dude. I need a hit and turn. I'm sorry. I roped this dude. We really need a sorry emote, man. Like, I mean, you can already spam you rock sarcastically, so it's not like people. I mean, someone will. Like, I will spam sorry. Like, if someone, like, does something dumb, probably. But, like, we need a sorry emote just for whenever you accidentally, like, forget to hit and turn. Tenacity, dude! Am I gonna get, like, Discord, double Discord memed on or something here? No, probably not. I'm just messing. But yeah, no, silence would be great for me right now. 6-5 Silvo. Wow, that's a big Sylvanas. Okay, Rip Terra. Uh-huh. But I can get a relative. Yeah, I can get a not full clear, but a mostly full clear if he doesn't occupy the spot. If he summons a minion here, I'm in trouble. If he summons a minion here, yeah. If he, oh, he did it. Well, okay, we're just going face then. We're just gonna go here. We're gonna ignore the 6-5. We can kill him without it. Wait, 5 plus 3 plus 4 is. Oh, just get. Wait, he did that in the wrong order. Oh wait, no, I still can't move. Oh, that's annoying. Pinned, man. Okay. How this does 4 doll. Okay. Blink Bludgeon Rain. I guess. Oh wait. Wait, why didn't I get stunned? Oh wait, oh wait. 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 Is it only this turn? I don't know, man. I should really learn how to play this game before I like try to teach people how to play it. So this guy's not stunned then. Oh wait, I buffed that. I hate game please. Up. Okay. I swear I actually play this game. Yeah, that was just I don't know, man. I'm awful. What was that, man? So pinned only works on his turn. Okay, for some reason I thought if I moved my fire giant, it was pinned. If I do that, I could have made such a better, because I could have just blinked the fire giant, gone face, Blade Master, set up lethal next turn. But instead I did the abomination. That was that play. I mean, I'm still okay, because I can still. He needs a unit right here. Oh, wait, no. Stop. Oh, I actually can't get into face now. Okay. Plan B. Blade Master Nox. Actually, I don't even know, man. Like, I actually could lose this game. Like, kind of easily. No, I just played really dumb. Like, really dumb. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Oh well. The misplays are real. Nah, that Sylvanas should have been dead, but I, like, moved before raining and just. But yeah. At least it doesn't have tenacity now. That was just, I was misplaying left and right. He can actually full clear me with like 1 point of damage, which I really don't feel comfortable with, but okay. Oh, I forgot about the Nox. He forgot about the Nox too. Do I run Enlist? I think I run one Enlist. Or did I cut that from my deck? I don't actually know. I think I have Enlist. If I have an list, I Blade Master him in the face next. Actually, okay, so we're assuming he full wipes my board. Actually, I mean, I don't know why I should assume that. He might not. If he doesn't have a way to deal with the Blade Master, I just win. If he clears the Blade Master. Oh, that's a brute. Oh, wait, he can blink the Blade Master. 1, 2. Wait, hold on. 1, 2. Alright, I could get in range last turn. Wait, am I crazy? I don't know what's going on. Oh well. That's not lethal, but it's close to lethal. I don't know, man. Okay, stone. I don't know what I'm doing. I actually don't know what I should be doing here. I guess immune melee. Actually, no. Yeah, let's rain. Rain of arrows. Immune melee. That set's lethal too. But that misplay was just atrocious, man. Like, I don't know why I did that. That was just bad. Rip my dude. I don't know. I'm not super focused right now. I'm probably gonna get off after this, but yeah. That's enough of my tactics today between Thunderdome tournament and this. But yeah, I'll upload the first half of this video to YouTube, the 5 games that I commentated. And that'll be it for me, because that's all I got, folks. That was just bad. I've got 10 whole viewers, dude. Apparently, higher servers are all just dying. Scrolling through off topic. I could probably leave this Discord. I'm still in the voice, but muted. Well, and the Chaffing lives. Wait, maybe not. Dishonorable kills the Chaffing. There's one card that kills Chaffing. Oh, wait, he definitely should have. Well, no, it didn't matter because I have Blink too, so even. Yeah, it's a good game. GG. Well. Yeah, I just played atrociously, man. Like, that game was awful. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get off for now, guys. It was fun, though. Thanks for everyone who came out and joined me on my extremely laggy impromptu. I guess I'll queue a couple ranked games and casuals. And yeah, I'll see you guys in game.